Favorite thing about the department is that you can talk to any single person, staff or faculty, and they're all very friendly and no one has any sort of like air of superiority. Everyone's just extremely friendly and easy to talk to.
And for me, the best thing about the department is how we have this amazing group of professors who do interesting research in really different fields. And anyone can be a part of that research simply by asking them and showing interest, which I think is awesome.
My favorite thing about our department is actually our lovely office staff. I find them to be so helpful. They answer every question I have. They go above and beyond to make sure professors and students are well supported.
I never feel like I am an international student. Actually, at the physics department, you feel like you fit in with the others. Furthermore, I am a Muslim and I can practice my religion with the full freedom, and they fully respect that. They never treated me differently because I cover my hair. And they make sure that I feel comfortable and welcoming all the time.
I want to say also, when you think of Kansas, you don't think of how liberal people can be. And this I really liked from the campus. It's a very nice environment. There's a lot of support groups, very, I don't know, just a liberal kind of thought. Also the care that they have towards the students, which you don't really see in a lot of campuses. Like, they just care to have students come and do their thing, but no one pays attention to a student as an individual. And this was something that I found in KU, not only in the physics department, but overall in the university. Departments tend to pay attention to this kind of thing. And this surprised me in a good way. I like this.
I've noticed by being a part of a research group within our department is that how driven and passionate everyone is here in the department and how much they love doing the work that they do.
People in Lawrence have a very unique sense of community. The kind of sort of attitude that they show towards each other, even strangers, complete strangers, is very nice. And everywhere you go, you sort of have a feel that people around you are warm and people around you are welcoming. And you don't really feel like a stranger in a place like this, no matter where you come from, no matter what your background is.
Earlier this year, while there were still many people on campus, we were going to host a workshop teaching people how to propose for a certain telescope. And people from the department staff and students just came out of the woodwork to help both organize and run the workshop, and also how to adapt the workshop for the changing circumstances of the semester. There were just so many helpful people that made sure that while I was organizing the programming, so many other things were taken care of, and they were incredibly nice, and I could not have done it without them. So just a great group of people.
I want to say that what I really enjoyed from the department is the fact that every professor has the door open. You can go and talk to them. They're very available. I was also a graduate student representative for 3 or 4 years. So I was part of the meetings in the department, and I was involved in a lot of the decision making and things like this that the students are involved with. And I like the fact that, it's, even though you're your professors, it's easy to talk to them, whether it's research or things with classes or even personal things. And I really enjoyed that there was not a barrier between the professors, the faculty, and the students, and also the staff at the department.
I think one of the most key things in this department is the social aspect. Every beginning of the year, we have a departmental picnic. It's a really nice social event where we just get together, get to know all the new grad students, and get to know anybody that we don't know in the department. So it's a really good way for us to just get social with one another and get familiar with one another. So the graduate career is a lot easier on ourselves.
Last year, at the physics party, it was during the Ramadan, which is the month Muslims fast. The department provides the food in 2 rounds to accommodate my religious restrictions. That was very kind of them, and it's very amazing act from them to serve the same food twice and have it for us warm and fresh, even though we told them that we can take the leftover.
My favorite thing about Lawrence is that it's got a giant lake right outside of town, maybe about 2 to 3 miles away from KU. And it's a really nice place to go during the summer.
It's truly a remarkable place. I mean, for a small college town that it is, it has a spectacular amount of history, spectacular amount of sort of cosmopolitan feel to it, even though it's still a small Midwestern town where you can still walk down the street and strangers will say hello to you, but you will never feel bored. There's music, there's arts, sports.
Lawrence is amazing. That was one of the factors that drew me to this school. It is just a really unique college town. Our downtown area has lots of cute little shops and restaurants to go to. And then as soon as you get out of town, you're in the farmland. So it's pretty cool. We have a bike path that goes all around town. We have a ceramic shop where you can paint ceramics, and we have no shortage of chain stores, if that's your thing as well. And we have farmers markets. I think just every aspect of living in this town is really wonderful.
So one of the things that I really like from Lawrence, and this has mostly to do with the fact that I didn't grow up in a place where there were as many trees and parks as here in Lawrence. So it's something that I really appreciate on a daily basis while living here in Lawrence. Also, since Lawrence is a college town, life here is pretty chill and relaxed. So that has, for me, been the best environment for a PhD degree. And also, again, since it's a college town, there are plenty of bars and coffee shops and multicultural restaurants. So it's very nice also to relax over the weekends.
It's really not what I had imagined Kansas would be. For example, Lawrence is one of my favorite towns that I've lived in. And it's also close to Kansas City, where the airport is very, very nice to get easily to big cities on the East Coast, West Coast. And the campus is very beautiful. It's nice also if you're a sports person. There's a lot of things to do around campus to be entertained, healthy, keep a healthy lifestyle while you're at grad school. That's also important.
Kind of, you don't know what to think of coming into grad school, and picking your advisor in a program is always kind of a tricky thing. But I couldn't say anything but the best things about the people I worked with, the environment I worked in, the support which I received from both the faculty and the staff, the things that I learned here, not only physics, but very valuable skills that I actually found out later when I started a postdoc that in some institutions they're not pushed at all. For instance, something that people don't think about is that you're here to learn physics, but you're also here to learn how to do research and how to understand science and how to approach research problems, how to communicate science. Okay, so in these things, KU was really, really wonderful, and actually allowed me and forced me to develop a skill set which in some other places I would have probably thought was completely unnecessary. But it turned out to be an extremely valuable asset.
So I really liked that our department covers a broad range of physics. So in a given semester, we have colloquium on black holes, star formation, but also batteries and dark matter. So I love that I get to see all aspects of physics in our department, and I think that gives a lot of opportunities to students. I also really like the focus on physics education. I feel like that's unique to our department, that we have people dedicating their research to physics education and giving talks to our department so that we're all better educators.
I picked KU for many reasons. The first reason was the impression that I get from the person who was communicate with me from the admission office at the physics department. She was very supportive, nice, and welcoming. Also, KU is the best school in the state of Kansas. Also, KU has a very good ranking, very high ranking compared to the school that I get admitted to. And the very important reason is that KU has a very strong condensed matter program.
I came to KU because I found a research group whose interests match a lot with what I had in mind at the time of application. And I noticed that I will have an opportunity of starting research right out the gates at KU. So before making the decision to come here, I was offered the opportunity to come to Lawrence and visit the town and the department. I met some of the graduate students at the time and the professors from the department, and I found out that I really liked the whole environment during my visit. So that helped me make the decision of coming here.